style, fashion, chic, mode, marketing gambling to children.
Cosmetics are a staple of video games. Games have had armors and outfit cosmetics since ye days of old. My own intro to this concept was Club Penguin, but since I already used that for this video, you should go watch it after this one. I'm gonna use Wizard 101. Wizard 101 is probably most remembered for that baller-ass commercial where there's two badass wizards are fighting an evil wizard dude, and the boys wizards are like, oh, my shield, ah, and then the girl wizard is all like, shh, whoop-ah, and then they summon a motherfucking ice giant. Unfortunately, the actual game looked nothing like that. I remember getting absolutely fitted to the nines in my finest robes, and then quickly switching to my good stats fit whenever I actually had to fight. This game made me absolutely obsessed with the concept, but it wasn't just little old me. Cosmetics and weapons make up like 75% of rewards in a game, and this is no coincidence. Giving players cool options to customize their avatars is the easiest layup for developers. Want people to go around collecting the boring ass collectibles? Lock cool armor behind it. Want people to grind the challenges after having enough money to buy literally everything else? Like a cosmetic behind it. Do you like money? Like cosmetics behind it. But it's not just about looking cool to yourself. Much like fashion in real life, showing off your impressive skins to other players is a great motivator for earning cosmetics. When done right, a hard-earned or rare cosmetic can give you a certain amount of aura. In the original Halo Reach, there's this cool-ass helmet called the Haunted Helm. In order to get this, you have to have bought every single other helmet, which, while it doesn't sound like a lot, that does take a long-ass time. And if you told me that all I'd get for this was just some coins and XP, I wouldn't even consider it. But instead, they give you this earnable helmet.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this.
Not only is this helmet cool as hell, but it also shivered my young Tims. Seeing a player with this made me actually fear for my 12-year-old life. Not just because the design is scary or something, but because the idea that this person has accomplished this insurmountable task. And the design is just so perfect to boot. However, over the years, my love for Virtua Drip has been beaten, battered, torn, and tattered by pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. The 7 deadly sins of video game cosmetics. Wrath is hate, vitriol, a feeling for vengeance. Oblivion is a game that people claim to know and have played, but in reality half of you just played Skyrim and watched enough lore videos to get a PhD in Howardonomics. Regardless, Oblivion was a big deal at the time. However, any legacy of this game is completely clouded by the rising storm of horse armor. The horse armor controversy made it feel like the game hated you. For those not in the know, Oblivion had a massive controversy regarding this goddamn gold horse armor. Well, I'm not sure if it's the first purchasable cosmetic or microtransaction. It certainly feels like it. This armor completely burned the gaming community to the ground. It was just this golden horse armor for $2.50, which in hindsight is not that egregious compared to the current standards. This armor would be the model and ruin the gaming industry for the rest of time. It's this hate, this vengeance that cursed the players. Fortunately for Oblivion, $2.50 is pretty cheap. I sure do hope that price for microtransactions doesn't skyrocket. So Valorant is a game that exists. But what you can say is it's a free game with good servers. Unfortunately, it has the EA sim syndrome of absolutely unreal prices. $50 smacking dollars for 4 gun skins. $35 for 1 skin. What the hell? This genuinely makes my blood boil. Now, I already know I'm going to get comments saying, well, you don't have to pay, just don't buy it. And you're right, I won't. However, this just completely defeats any cool factor of cosmetics. Cosmetics could easily be something that makes you look at someone in a game and be scared or wowed, but now I just think, what a fucking loser. And they could at least make a good skin. Honestly though, Valorant makes every other game on this list look good, but I'm still gonna complain about the others because I'm a whiny bitch.
Trust me, bro. Play Overwatch 2.
How can a game's cosmetic system be so bad that it makes me miss loot boxes? For those employed, Overwatch was a hero shooter that released in 2016 with huge success that slowly fell off over the years. For a teenage moose, this game was my shit. It was the only game at the time that I was somewhat competent at. As a Zen main, Zenyatta Nation, how we feelin', I loved every second of this game. But after the game's numbers started dropping, Activision Blizzard decided that the best course of action would be to announce a sequel. It would have this new campaign and story mode and well at least 5v5 is going to fix all the issue. So what did they? Oh, no. Now I agree that most of the discourse surrounding Overwatch 2 is is a lot of nostalgia blindness to the highest degree. Overwatch 1 was not perfect in the least, but oh my god, everything good about the cosmetics in the game was burned and buried. Holy shit. Look, loot boxes are scummy, period. They aren't perfect and just work to make kids gamble in the end of the day. But it didn't always have to be that way. The 4-item loot box was the perfect number. Getting a loot box after every level up was a balanced and pretty fair grind in the end of the day. I have so many memories of getting hyped about a new event just for those sweet, sweet skins and racing home after school to grind levels for that one skin. And normally you could leave an event if you grind enough with a few good legendaries without spending a single dime. And what really added this was just how much personality this shot right in the game. Even with the limited shorts and lore that we had, it was enough to set the community ablaze with comics and art that added fuel to loving every skin and event drop. And usually the FOMO method is quite scummy, foreshadowing. Here it worked because yes, you are scared about missing out on one of them sweet summer event skins, but at least you can just grind it out next year. It gave me a reason to play without being trash, but that's all behind us now. The only thing other than 5v5 that changed going into Overwatch 2 was a forsaken item shop and a goddamn battle pass, and a complete removal of loot boxes with a new currency. All of this is just gross envy and jealousy of other successful games right now. Removing the point of events and just making fucking seasons did nothing for this game other than greed. Takes every piece of soul this game had is just gone. And loot boxes were not perfect, but at least it was a fun way to earn cosmetics. Now it's dead, and my Nutcracker Zen skin is basically worthless and way less cool. But unfortunately, this envy is not just in Overwatch, and in the end of the day, at least they put some effort into its implementation. In Roman Catholic ideology, one of the 7 deadly sins, according to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, issued by the Vatican in 1992, sloth is the culpable lack of physical or spiritual effort. Now, quick disclaimer, I think a lot of people are going to watch this video and believe I am against all forms of monetization, and that is wrong. I understand that games, particularly multiplayer ones, have upkeep and need to make money to continue existing. In addition, games are a lot more expensive to run now than they were back then. However, that doesn't mean that most of these games aren't milking their audiences for every penny possible. This brings me to the pandemic that is in every single new and old multiplayer game, and it's a goddamn battle pass. You lazy pieces of garbage. Gone are the days of having different ways to earn cosmetics. Now is the day of the battle pass, and it has to be in every single game possible. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, Moose, you were just talking about how earning cosmetics is good. And yeah, it is. But why the hell should I have a time limit on something I buy? And I know I don't have to buy it. But I like cosmetics. I like having a skin for my favorite hero in a game. And all I want is an intuitive way to earn them. And not another damn battle pass. I literally do not have the time or patience to grind a different battle pass on every single game. For fuck's sake, Fallout 76 is on like season 30. This method of abusing FOMO is just so scummy, especially when the only thing I want is on battle pass number 78, but I have to grind the entire pass or never be able to get it again. Okay, I gotta stop for a second. I gotta stop talking about greed I'm gonna go insane. Just talk about a game that almost gets it right. Listen, I love Monster Hunter World, but oh my god, these devs gotta stop designing armor with their left hands. Now, in almost every way, this armor system is perfect. I talked about it in my grinding video, but to summarize, you earn the armors for free by grinding the monsters in the game and hunting for specific materials. And these armors are so fucking cool. Oh my god, every one of the monsters' armors work perfectly and increase protection and coverage as you progress in the game, which makes for a super satisfying and well-made cosmetic experience. That is, of course, if you are a boy. After all, we do go to Jupiter to get more knowledge. Wait, that's not right. These designers are some max tier gooners. The armor in this game is gender locked, which isn't the worst thing unless you make the women armor the most skimpy gooner shit possible. This is just bad design, and it is the one sin this game has going to it. It was so close. Like, why are we hunting monsters in a crop top and shorts? And personally, I have zero issue with some skimpy armors, but the fella's adjacent armor should be just as skimpy. It just feels gross and makes it unbearable to play a woman in that game. Good thing they did fix this problem in future titles. The same cannot be said for a lot of other Gooner games, TM. Alright, that was a nice break. I'm talking about monetization. I sure hope the next sin isn't something that is exclusively conducive to that topic. Okay, I'll keep this one quick. Apex Legends was a near pristine BR. But for the love of God, why is there so many forms of monetization? I feel like I'm playing a mobile game. Battle passes, loot boxes, item shop, lions, tigers, and bears, and yeah, it's technically possible to earn everything. But when the loot boxes are filled to the brim with random BS, you'll never get what you actually want. But you know what? I shouldn't even be mad at this game, or any other game with a battle pass and FOMO tactics for that matter. After all, why wouldn't they? In Roman Catholic theology, one of the 7 deadly sins, considered by some to be the gravest of all sins. In the theological sense, pride is defined as an excessive love of one's own excellence. The gall, the chutzpah, the balls to do what Fortnite did. Fortnite has some of the best memories of any game. Staying up late on a Christmas break after getting that get-on text from your boy is something few games will ever be able to replace. But every step of it feels like an absolute bumbling accident. From the get, Fortnite was a clone of already successful properties in order to save a dying PvE game. It wasn't supposed to work, but it did. The game was only free because it was an open beta. It wasn't supposed to revolutionize how games are monetized, but it did. The entire concept of these massive live events was only because one guy saw a damn glitch in the skybox. Going into this video, I planned to make Fortnite out to be this evil genius, this Oppenheimer of monetization, that precisely planned every course and step by step to be one of the most successful games of all time. But they weren't. Fortnite accidentally changed the course of the gaming industry forever, and they prove this time and time again by continuously failing their player base. Every time they've tried to reinvent the wheel since the Battle Pass, it's been a massive failure. The Battle Pass and $20 for a single skin is a bumbling mess, and no, I'm not saying that it's a bad game from it. Fortnite is very fun, and it being free and none of this being required to even play is cool, but god damn it, I'm so tired of every single game using the Battle Pass and $20 skins and trying their best to be Fortnite. I just miss when it would be cool to have a hard-earned skin or armor. Alright. That was a lot of negativity. But worry not, my children. Please set down the pitchforks and let's just talk about some family-friendly topics like chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, patience, kindness, and humility. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. The games do not fit nearly as well into the 7 heavenly virtues. So I'm just going to go through 7 games that do cosmetics right. I fucking love this game so much. Yes, it does have a battle pass, but it's free. And the packs that are there are just so great priced. Plus, look at this face. How could you not support it? Deep Rock Galactic is an incredibly fun and well-made game. And the cosmetics fit the little dwarf guys to a T. See, y'all, I'm not against monetizing games, but what is $50? God damn it, Valorant! Overwatch 1, while greedy, is at least better than the sequel. Okay, the bar's really low, but still.
Hello guys. Today we have a list of top 5 Winton Overlap. Número 5. Winton Spin.
Soulsborne, all of them for no reason in particular than these beautiful armors. Oh my god, look at them.
I'm not nobody's housewife.
Make me a
Fall 4, to be honest, most of the cosmetics in this game are like okay, but they do let you mod, and oh my god, they all cook. Shout out to Eleonora, all me and my homies love Eleonora.
Wear something sexy for me, Ribbit. Yes, my master, I understand. Harness wardrobe, craftable berry.
GTA 5. Somehow, the most successful game monetarily of all time, and none of it is from cosmetics. Just scummy shark cards that you primarily target towards children. Not too bad. Halo Reach. Helmet. The armor in this game is great, but I'm just talking about this game because you could buy the complete edition for less than one low-end Valorant pack. Oh my god! Yeah, you know, look, it's not all bleak when it comes to monetization in the game. This is just something I wanted to rant about and talk less about armor design. But man, it's looking bleak. Fortunately, Marvel Rivals just dropped, and everything looks earnable. It's hard, but earnable. And you know, the bar's in hell. The bar's in hell. But yeah, y'all. Real excited for the next one, and I'll see you then. Okay, video over. Bye now.